Okay, so in order to have your calculator in radian mode, I'm trying to remember what it looks like. The TI-84.
Wait, you just click on mode, right?
It's mode,
And
yes,
then there's
that's
like
it.
this function that's like radian and then degree.
Yes, you'll see it says rad and deg. So you'd want to make sure that you're in rad.
I don't see it.
Do you see mode, Kaylee?
Oh, I see it.
There we go.
Do, do,
Papa,
wait, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. You can kick me off
No,
the
no.
don't
Zoom
say
if I'm
that.
too disruptive. No, I'm being for real. Disruptive, just kick me off the Zoom. I'll learn my lesson.
I'm not
Um,
gonna kick you out of Zoom.
does that it's highlighted, right? So it means that it's yeah, yeah,
Highlighted is the one that you have currently set.
yes.
So make sure
Lock.
it's rad. Because remember, we don't use degrees. I mean, unless you wanted to, and then that's totally
No,
different.
we're locked in. Don't even worry.
Okay. We're all in rad. We're gonna do rad. There we go. All right. Unless otherwise specified, any decimal approximations reported in your work should be accurate to 3 decimal places after the decimal point. So very important because that is always a very, very popular question. I like that I'm going through the instructions with you guys because I feel like even though there's a part that says read the instructions and then sign the paper, we're probably not going to actually just sit here and read it all. So I'm glad that we are doing that together, and I'm going to have to do that tomorrow, most likely during class, for everyone who is not here. So let me just see if there's anything else interesting. Computations with the graphing should be that used to store information, help maintain as much precision as possible and ensure the desired accuracy in final answers. Unless otherwise specified, the domain of a function f is assumed to be the set of all real numbers. So that is also pretty important. All right, we're good with these instructions then? We've got the main points figured
This
out?
shows up on our
Yeah.
test, you said, correct?
Yeah, this is like when you get your
Oh,
booklet.
pish
This is
posh.
what it
Never
looks
mind.
like. So you can read it. I just feel like a lot of us won't. And I'm not judging anyone. I get it. It's a lot of reading. This is going to be after you've spent like an hour and something minutes doing the multiple choice. You're going to be on the end. Like, I get it. We're not going to pay attention. So, starting section 2, part A, 30 minutes for 2 questions, and the graphing calculator is required. Look at this. The domain of f consists of the 5 real numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The table defines the function f for these values. The function is given by g of x is equal to 2 ln of x. Okay.
Lincoln.
What is happening with Lincoln? What are you...
No,
What?
LN. LN. I'm sorry.
Oh, because it's link. Just... Okay.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, what is happening?
Miss Perdomo, I don't get it. Why
What, the
why do you need a
question?
calculator for this?
Well, okay, well, let's keep going. Maybe you don't need it for this. I mean,
Wait,
Also,
how
I
do
it's
you
don't get
do
the
this?
question.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
question
me
mark.
neither.
How do you do this, by the way?
Okay, that's what we're doing now.
Let's do it. Let's get it.
So it says the function h is defined by h of x is equal to g of f of x, which is the same as saying, plug f of x into g. Find the value of h4 as a decimal approximation or indicate that it is not defined. So what I'm going to want to do is so here's my f of x, right? Now I need to go ahead and plug in where x is 4. So when x is 4,
You
my
put
y
you
value
put
is
F
what?
as 3. 3.
What? Yes, 3.
I hope that was right. Okay.
Now I plug 3 in to this one. So I would do I would say now, so, and by the way, this is like going to give you 1 point for saying H, right, 1 point, or maybe not in this one. No, I think, yes, 2 points. 2 points for saying that f of 4 equals 3. And then I plug it in. So g of 3 is equal to 2 ln of 3. This is where you need your calculator, right? So when I plug that into my calculator, I get what?
Wait. Where's Ellen? Oh my goodness. Oh wait.
It should be
Yeah, I found
second.
it. It's 2.197224577.
Emily, what was my rule?
Round to
Round
three
to the
decimals.
third one.
There we go. 3 decimals, so 2.197. And that's the first part. Like that's it.
That's
Wait,
it?
that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Cake.
That's all I had to do. So
Oh, why?
my first one is 2.197. Now the next thing it says find all values of x for which f of x equals 3, or indicate if there are no such values. So when is f of x 3? When x equals?
5.
2. What?
Yeah, x equals 2.
Oh, never mind.
And
what?
X equals 4.
yep. And look, there's the answer.
Oh, I didn't see the other 3. Wait, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh wow, you don't even need the calculator for that thingy.
No, so
You
far
just
we've
look at
only
the
needed a
chart.
calculator for the 2
For-
ln.
Yeah.
And by the way, in case, so like in the multiple choice that we have been doing from that Pearson book that I bought, I feel like we have been going through the questions on the diagnostic and everyone's been like, oh my gosh, these multiple choice are so easy. This FRQ is from the College Board website. So this is not like one I got from another resources. This is straight from College Board. And we see that they're not bad, these FRQs, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Miss Perdomo,
yes.
are points allotted to each individual question, or is it different? Like, oh, A, you're given like 1 point only if you answer both questions.
Okay, so it is according to, so like I have opened the FRQ, the online one, on my computer here, and it's 2 points per part. So you have, so I was wrong about what I said earlier. I was thinking of the midterm FRQ that we did. I is 1 point and 2 is 1 point. So part A itself gets you 2 points. Part B is 2 points and part C is 2 points.
Okay.
Okay.
So 6 points in total. But like they're not like, oh, if you get one of the 6 wrong, you get the other one from that part wrong, right?
So again, this is the first time that this test exists. Based on what I know from AP Calc, I do know that it was always stressed that even if you got one part wrong, so like if part A asked us to write an equation for f of x, and I got f of x is equal to x squared, whatever, and this is wrong, but I plug it in for the data that I have in the rest of the equation, and I do that work correctly, they would give you partial credit.
So
So
they're
I don't.
independent.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay.
I imagine that it's going to be like, you don't get points for getting the function wrong, but you get the points for doing the work right in the later
Yeah.
question.
But
that's
you show your work on the sheet that's not graded. Or how do you put in your answer? Because don't we have the bubbles?
You're going to have the booklet.
Mm-hmm.
No credit. So you get the booklet and you just have to make sure that all of your, I think the answer booklet with the questions is the orange one, and then you
Mhm.
have the answer
Bubble
sheet.
sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is.
But
Okay.
but is the booklet being graded? Because are they checking your work?
Not the orange one. You need to show your work in the booklet. Yes. Because it's math. You can't
No,
not.
no,
No.
duh. But like, how many booklets are there? 2 or 3?
2, maybe. I
Okay,
think.
but isn't okay. So then, but one's just the bubble sheet, and you don't do anything but bubble on the bubble sheet. But then if you're doing work in the booklet, but the booklet's not graded, but then it is like, what? You get me?
No. Okay.
Like, okay.
So you have the booklet with the multiple choice, and then you have your bubble sheet that you should have already filled out. I'm not going to write bubble sheet right there. So that goes hand in hand, right? Then you have the orange booklet, and then you have your FRQ answer booklet. Okay,
What's
this
the
is not
orange? What? Never
the
mind
orange
then.
one is FRQ questions.
Never mind. Don't just.
I think we're complicating things. It's just like the essay, like when you took AP Gov last year, you had the orange booklet and then you had your own answer sheets, right?
Don't even worry about me. Let's tread on.
Okay, we'll tread on. All right, part B. Find all values of x as decimal approximations for which g of x is equal to 3, or indicate if there are no such values. So pretty much there's not going to be no such values. So what do I have to do? Well, I need to say that my g of x, which is 3, equals 2 ln of x, and solve for x. We should know how to do this, right?
I
That's
don't
my
really
first.
get your handwriting there. Is that a B? Is that a G?
That's a B. B I.
Okay, perfect.
So what's the first thing I do?
Divide.
Divide what?
The 2?
Yep, divide the 2 on both sides. And that gives me the ln of x is equal to 3 halves. Now what?
Wait, just checking. Should we typically keep all of our answers or just like estimates or whatever in decimal form?
You mean like with the 3 halves?
Yeah, just random question. Because they're checking
You
work
should.
too.
The best thing to do is not to round until you get to the end.
Okay. Okay.
Then that's just because your calculator allows you to copy those long, full blown decimals. So you're able to use that, and it gives you a more accurate answer. I feel like they wouldn't take points off if you're within a range. However, if I were to do 3 halves in the calculator and I use only a certain number of decimal places, my answer is going to be a little bit off from what the textbook answer that they're looking for is. Okay. Well, what's my next step?
Would it be crazy to say multiply ln?
Ooh, very crazy.
Multiply 2?
No.
Okay.
What gets rid of the ln?
Divide.
E.
E.
I could've-
Yo, Anel, I am a genius.
Yo, she ate.
So
All the
I raised
sophomores on the
what?
all the sophomores on the call right now probably think the juniors are stupid. Anywho, continue.
What do you mean? You just said E.
What?
Try it on.
I am intelligent, Kaylee. Don't be
Wait.
jelly.
So on your calculators, E, raise it to the 3/2 power, and then give me my answer. 3
Four-
decimal places.
4.48.
Wait, where's E on the
Question.
calculator? Oh wait, never mind, I found it.
How
3
would I
decimal
put this on the calculator?
Okay, we need me to do the calculator. Okay, wait, I gotta find
Loki.
out.
You go to E, which
You go to ln and then it should have
ln.
e to the x and then put second ln if that's the case.
So it would be 4.482.
Wait, do we still need me to show it?
Nah.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh wait, I get it. Because the E cancels out the ln. And then
Yes.
you just do it
Well,
on the other
yes.
side. Oh my god, that took me so long.
Okay. We all see the graphing calculator?
I thought my computer broke.
No, I have to switch. This is what I have to do. All right, so we're all here. So it's, where is it? Oh, I lost it. Okay, now I want to do second ln because that gives me E with the exponent already in. And then I just do 3 divided by 2. I press enter. And I get 4 so acceptable answers according to the College Board is 4.481 or 4.482. So either of those are acceptable. And now I'm going to switch back to the actual questions. So far,
My
we're still
robot.
good. We're not lost yet.
No perf.
It all makes sense.
Yes.
By some miracle, yes.
It's not that bad. Promise you.
I know. I'm
Let's
just
tread
scared that
on.
I feel like I'm gonna forget everything.
No, we're not going to
Okay.
forget it. Don't
You're
think
so
that.
right.
Get those thoughts
You're so
out of the
right.
head. All right.
Is it just
Determine.
all values? Is it just that?
Wait, let's
Yes.
cook.
This
It's
is
only
Oh, okay.
one? Wait, how do you
There's-
know if there's more than one? Because I remember we talked about it, but like, in what example would it be more than one value?
You would have to have something like a plus or minus involved.
Oh,
I think that's really like the only way, because in here it's only one value. So it's like x to the 3/2 is only going to work in this situation.
Wait,
Where
Miss
E deli-
Perdomo?
Yes, Kaylee.
Oh, I was gonna ask about B2.
Oh, that's what we're on.
Yeah.
B2.
Like, oh, okay.
What is the question? What is
Oh,
the question?
no, just like, okay, since it's going 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, are you gonna assume that it's just like a pattern, like 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1,
Well,
3?
considering that's f of x, and the question is asking about g of x, I'm not.
You're so right.
All right, so looking at this, determine the end behavior of g as x increases with x. So express your answer using the mathematical notation of a limit. So this is like a really ugly way of saying to write it exactly how we've been saying. The limit as x approaches infinity, g of
Would it
x.
would it be positive infinity because it's logs?
Yes. So remember, if I
Okay.
draw my little poopy graph of an ln, which is the log function, it looks like this, right? And you know what's crazy is you have your graphing calculator on this test, on this question. So you can just graph this. And look, I'll do the graph now that I have the graphing calculator set up. I'll switch back over to it. I'm going to go to y2 and I'm going to do 2 ln of x. I'm going to graph it. There it is. So as my x's are approaching positive infinity, my y's are approaching what?
4. 3, no, 4,
What?
no, 5.
Positive infinity.
What?
Positive infinity.
Wait,
'Cause
wait, wait,
look,
wait, wait, what?
it doesn't go straight. It's just going up, kind of.
You know,
Oh.
it's going slightly up. So even if it takes 1,000 years, it will hit every single y value. Positive y value.
Oh, so it has to be perfectly okay. No, yeah,
Yeah.
my
Perdomo,
bad. I'm like blind.
Perdomo.
Yes.
How do you get to the graph? Because when I click graph on mine, oh wait, never mind.
Oh,
My bad.
make sure your window's right.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
what happened?
I'm listening.
What steps did you do to see the graph? Like you just
So
plotted the points?
I did y equals, and then I put 2 ln of x, and then I pressed graph.
Miss Perdomo, for like the negative one, would you put 0 or negative infinity? Because it's approaching 0.
Yes, so you would be
So
no,
it's
your y
0 and
value.
then g of x negative 4, right?
What?
Like
Where are we getting?
that's what the graph shows for the negative, like the going left one.
Hold on, let me go back here.
Right? Am I wrong?
Going to the
Please tell
left,
me I'm not wrong.
my x is approaching negative, and I mean, as my x is approaching, so it would be written differently. In the case of a log, because you do have that asymptote at 0, right? So let's say that they said x decreases. Well, they wouldn't say without bound because it is bound. It can't go into the negatives. So my thing would say limit as x is approaching 0, my g of x is approaching negative infinity. Yes, Kaylee, what's up?
How do you know when you have to do the thing where it's like from the right or oh my God, sorry, my Zoom like was weird. How do you know when you have to do the thing where it says from the right or from the left? Like with
That
limits?
involves asymptotes. End behavior is just the infinities. Asymptotes are when you're approaching an asymptote from the left and from the right.
God bless America.
All right. We're good with part B?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Part C. Determine if f has an inverse.
Okay, wait. We don't have okay, this is gonna sound stupid. Do you just put in the graphing calculator?
No. You're gonna feel
Would it,
silly.
would it be like it's doesn't have an inverse function because it's not even an exponential function?
So it doesn't have an inverse function because what happens? The inverse function swaps my values, right?
Yes.
Meaning that an inverse of this one would be 1, 1,
1, 3,
3,
2,
2,
5,
5,
3, 3,
3.
4,
Wait,
1,
wait,
5.
I'm confusing myself. 4, no, yeah, 4, 3, and
Miss Perdomo,
then 5, 1. Yes.
I might be tweaking, but how am I supposed, like, what numbers am I supposed to put in the window for the calculator?
Make sure it's the default. So x min will be -10. X max would be 10. And then the scale should be 1. And then the same thing for y min, -10, y max, +10, y scale, 1. That should
In
be the
the
window.
X res, what is that?
So you have to click the window button.
Oh, I got it.
And then adjust it, yeah. All right, so looking back at this, is this a function?
What do you
It's
mean
like
if it's a function or if it's an inverse function?
is what I did, which it would be the inverse, right? Is this a function? It's like algebra
Well,
1.
No,
here's
because you
the thing,
can't go back in the X,
What?
right?
wait,
What do you
Like the X can't go back to 3.
oh wait, is it the thing that
Yeah,
they can't have the double value
right.
because the
So I think that's what Emily meant. I've just never heard it that way, so I was confused. You can't have repeating x values in a function.
Yeah.
If your x values repeat, it is not a function. So therefore, there is no inverse. I can't have an inverse function if the inverse would not be.
For determine if f has an inverse function, do we have to show work for that? Like, do we have to show the chart with like the reversed values?
Yeah, so I would do the chart with the reversed value because it's better to show more work than not enough. You know what I mean? Like you can be
Yeah.
like do the chart and then be like repeating, something that shows your thought process. And then you would say here, F does not have an inverse. Right? Because then the second one is give a reason for your answer based on the definition of a function and the table of values. So I'm going to give you like the textbook definition, like straight from the problem. Now they say here, I want to say also on a side note, a reason that only states that it fails the horizontal line test is not sufficient. So you need to be more specific. That is a value, an accurate reason, right? If a function, if you fail the horizontal line test, it's not a function. However, that they want more. So I'm going to erase A just so I can write in the correct answer, which is going to be there are output values of f that are not mapped from unique input values. And then you can put a specific one. So you can say f of 1 equals 1 and f of 5 equals 1, which is basically saying this is why it's not going to work out. That makes sense? Oh, and I think it kicked me out of sharing my screen. It
I'm a
does
little
this.
confused.
What are we confused with, Lisa?
Like I get why, like how we were saying that the X values cannot repeat, but then I get confused like now that we're kind of wording it.
Right. So in order for a function to be in order for the information to be a function has to be what's called one-to-one, meaning that every x has exactly one y. Right? We agree with that?
Yes.
So now what's happening is if I tried to flip my information and use the chart that they give me and flip it over. Oh, did it kick me out again? What's going to happen is I'm not going to have that one-to-one. I'm going to have two 1 values, 2 5 value, no, 2 3s and 2 1s. Okay, it's not working. Let me see. Yeah, it keeps kicking me out, so hang on. So here I am back at the question. We see the question now?
Yes.
Okay. So you see, Isa, how all of these are x's are different?
Yes.
So what's going to happen is when I do this, if I were to flip it, because that's the inverse says, okay, change all of your y values into x and all of your x values into y's. So if I were to do that, what ends up happening is I have 2 1s and 2 3s, which isn't going to work because I need to have them all be different. Does that make sense?
Kinda.
Wait, Miss Perdomo,
Yes.
just like quadruple checking, they don't need to be in a specific pattern, right? They just cannot be repeating. They cannot have repeating numbers.
Yeah, like if you have a graph that shows you that your x values are like 7 2 2 2 4 2 2, not a function. So it doesn't
Right.
matter how many times it repeats, it doesn't matter for a specific pattern, it just can't repeat at all.
Okay, yeah, but like, are there any other patterns that like it would like, oh, that's like that's not a function, like right off the bat, or is it just the repeating one?
No, it would be just the repeating, or if they gave you the graph without a table, then you would do what we just said, the horizontal line test. And the horizontal line test says if I pass through a function twice, it's not a function.
All right, okay, got it. Thank you.
Don't know what's happening. Maybe I need a hotspot too. What's up, Kaylee?
Okay, wait. Is it the horizontal line test or vertical line test?
Vertical. The vertical.
Okay. And then, but wait, can you not explain in your answer in our FRQ in just like simple terms that like you can't have y's connecting to the same x because then whatever. Do you have to
Right.
use like
So
the vernacular that you use?
you'd kind of want to lean towards the vernacular that I used, just because otherwise they what?
But you said it weird, like not even talking about the vertical line test, just the way you said it, like I don't get it. Like there are outputs of F that are not mapped from unique out input.
Basically, it's saying there are y values of the original function that are
Okay,
not from a unique point. Like what it's basically
yes,
saying, these y values repeat. That's basically what it
yes.
says. Okay. And that's question 1 already. Any questions on question 1?
No.
Wait, question one, like C part one?
Like that's the first question of your FRQ done.
Oh, like this entire one.
Yes. So this is number 1. But it had 3 parts, and then every part had 2 subparts.
More
They like,
points,
huh?
more chances to,
More
yeah.
points. And I feel like you
They-
kind of want
Oh,
this
sorry.
one to have more points because it's like the easiest one.
What? Oh wait, actually no, it's not that hard.
So you have 4 types of questions on the FRQ. So the first one that we just did is the function concepts. Where it uses tabular and analytical In this case, it used logarithms, but it's going to basically give you some functions and you have to analyze the functions. That's number one. Okay, so every single AP Precal exam has the first question being function concepts. The second one is modeling, which we're going to mosey on over to the second one right now.
Ah!
A
Oh my
non
God.
What, Kaylee? What?
It's interest, but like fake. Oh my God. It's like growth and decay.
You mean
Ew.
exponential?
Yeah.
It is an exponential. So modeling a non-periodic context. So
I
basically,
don't know if sorry.
what?
I don't know if we talked about this before, but what is a non-periodic context?
So it's like not trig. It's basically what it is. It's a non-trig context. Then
Oh, okay.
here we go, number 3. Here it is. This is a periodic context. Modeling a periodic context. And there's our trig function right down there. Looking so cute. Only 2 parts to question number 3. And the last one, look at that. Oh no, just kidding. This is still question 3. Just forget it. There's more than 2 parts.
Oh,
Question number 4. Look at this. Symbolic
what is
manipulation.
that?
This is fun.
Fun?
So
Me, when
basically,
I tell you I'm cooked, is actually like an understatement.
okay,
I
well,
hear.
let's not
But
freak
this
out.
looks really scary.
Let's not freak out, okay? All this is just rewriting things.
Isn't
I
this
don't
the
know. There's no
substitution?
calculator.
Yeah, that's why
Wait,
it's no calculator.
you said 4 is what? You
What?
said
It
4
says that
was
it has to be real numbers.
4 is what's the name you said?
Symbolic manipulations.
Oh my God, that they just made up
So Miss
words.
Perdomo,
Yes.
so these are these are the type of questions that we're gonna be getting, like those exact in that exact order.
Yes. That's the order.
Okay.
Wait, if possible, can we do the hardest ones first and then work
What do you
backwards?
consider the hardest ones?
Because we have limited time. Like technically we're supposed to end in like 10 minutes.
Right. So we're gonna end in 10 minutes.
So
And then
can we do
I will do more FRQs in class.
Yay!
I'm
All right.
cooked.
No, don't say these things. We're not cooked.
So
All
we're
right.
doing this tomorrow?
Yeah, we're gonna do FRQs tomorrow, I think.
but can we do the hard ones?
What is the hard one? I don't think any of them are really that hard.
3 and 4 looked gross.
Yeah, not
What?
gonna
Yeah,
lie.
3 and 4 looked really bad.
Oh my
Like I just don't really there's some stuff, that I have to review. I just don't get logs, and that's just me personally.
Also, 2.
The
I
fact that
don't
we
get
don't get a
2.
calculator is scary enough.
But that should actually be easier for you because you should know, like, oh, it's not gonna be that bad.
Should
Just
is
like
a fun word.
numbers, isn't that all what 4 was? Like it was just saying g of x equals 3, and then you just
Yeah.
the exact same thing that we did in the first one. That one's fine. This one right here, no, donde fuiste. The second one is that
And
calculated?
and keep in mind, like this one here where it says g of x equals 3, you would have 3. You're not actually expected, unless the calculations are easy enough, like you're not gonna have to deal with that. Like also, like, look, if I had I'm gonna do 1a right now. I mean
What does that
A1,
even
whatever.
mean?
Log 4 2x equals 3. Well, now this looks like I can rewrite it as an exponential, right? So then I can say, okay, well, 4 2x equals 3. Well, now this looks like I can rewrite it as an exponential, right? So then I can say, okay, well, 4 2x equals 3. 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 4 2x equals 3 cubed equals 2x. Yes? Divide by 2.
What? Wait, how'd you get 4 cubed?
Because remember that a log A, B equals C is the same thing as saying A to the C equals B.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're so right.
So then 4 cubed is going to be what? So 4 times 4 is
16.
16,
times 4.
64.
So
32.
64 divided by 2 is 32.
32.
32.
There it is.
Wait,
There's one
so it's,
A.
so it's just one AI? I mean, one A1.
Whatever, this thing here. It's 32.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, and then the next one, it's raised to a fraction, so that means it's the square root. Okay.
Do we see like they're really not that bad?
I'm so confused by number 2.
Wait, can we do 1A2?
Okay, wait, and then I'm gonna need another page. Hold on. So h of x is equal to e to the x to the 5th over e to the 1/4. And then they tell me solve when h of x is, so e to the 1/2 equals e to the x to the 5th over e to the 1/4. Okay, so what's the first thing I do? Well, I can say this is the same as multiplication, so e to the 5x divided by e to the 1/4. And when I have same bases being divided, what do I do with my exponents? Huh?
Subtract. Well,
There we
I
go.
don't know if I heard you say the right thing,
It's
but
subtracting.
5x minus 1/4.
Exactly.
Oh,
Right?
and then
Where did the
5x
E1 half
minus
come
1/4 equals 1/2.
And then I don't, when I have the same bases, I
You
just have
can
to
just,
set my exponents
okay.
equal to each other.
Where did the E1 half come from? Like, are we just supposed to know that?
No,
No,
they
it's in
gave
the
it to
problem.
you. That's the question.
Oh, okay, I
So
didn't see it. My bad.
Wait,
I,
I'm so lost. Where do you get the same base? What is that? Like just the E?
yeah, E is the base.
Oh,
Then I add 1/4 to
5.
both sides. And that gives me that 5x is equal to, well, I'm going to make this times 2 times 2. So I'd get 4
3/4.
3/4. Then I divide by 5. And
Can
remember
you
when
just
I'm
multiply by
dividing,
1/5?
yep, it's 3/4 times 1/5, which gives me 3/20. And look, that's it. I
Wait, can I
just
take a
success,
picture of that?
yes,
Because I for real would have put 3/4/5.
I know.
Okay,
Wait,
thank
how would you
you.
enter that on your bubble sheet or whatever? Would you like make it into decimal question mark or like
There you
Oh, I
go.
don't think that's the
It is
that's like one of the FRQ
FRQ.
sheets.
It's FRQ.
what?
You don't have it like a bubble sheet.
I'm stupid. Okay, got it.
Don't say that, Kaylee.
Oh my gosh, we're not dumb. We can do this. Do
I
we
didn't say I
see?
was dumb. I said
This
I was
is not
stupid.
like you panic for no reason.
Yeah, but like sometimes I know for me personally, I forget all of the simple rules. I didn't know
Me.
the distributive property till like maybe ninth grade. It didn't make sense to me.
Look, this one
Can I
right
have like
here.
a paper with like all of the symbol rules?
What do you mean all of a sudden?
Like everything having to do with like logarithm or like same base and stuff. Because I forgot all of that. Like I did not know how to do two like at all.
I mean, we had the notes. I'm working on doing, I already posted up on Schoology in the Unit 1 notes, just like I did in Unit 3, that big PDF. I did the same thing with Unit 1. I have to do Unit 2 tomorrow. So there, that's there. We can't actually do B2 just yet, but B1 says rewrite this function as a single log. We know how to do that. That's using the product property and the quotient property and the power property. This guy right here.
Oh, you have to do it in reverse, essentially.
This guy right here.
You have to flip it and reverse it.
Oh, look, Kaylee, this is what the answers are gonna look like. This is what you'll
Oh,
see.
okay. Yeah, can you like take the test with us though and like give us the answers?
Oh yeah, I'll just tell them. I'll just pretend to be Vale.
Can Dale be there too? Collab.
I don't know, they might catch on to him.
Oh no.
Okay.
Wait, how do you do the other thing? Whoa. Oh, where are you? Oh my God. I see you. Oh, I
So
thought. Okay,
what is
they
that?
all have the same base.
Yes, so I can just easily do my properties. So first of all, I'm gonna deal with, oh, just kidding. I'm gonna deal with this guy right here. And I'm gonna say log 10 x plus 1 minus log 10
To the
2
power of
minus,
5.
beautiful, plus log 10 3. Now, this right here is quotient. So log 10 x plus 1 over 2 minus x to the 5th. And then I still have the plus log on the end there. Yep, that's what that says. And now, well, this is multiplication. So log base 10. Actually, I'm going to write 3 first. X plus 1 over 2x, no, 2 minus x to the 5th. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, wait, and then it says, what is it?
Can you just like distribute though? And just
Without
say like,
negative. Huh?
can you just like distribute though? And like just say that like 3x plus 3?
Mami, me das más tiempo, porfa.
You're real, Donna. Can you just say like 3x plus 3 though?
What do you mean 3x? No, just leave it like that. Because you don't
Can you
want to
take
do
the
too much.
Can you take out the 10?
I mean, it's the same thing, whether you
Okay.
have the 10 or not.
How do you know
Esperamos.
that you simplified enough?
When it's one log,
Yeah, but like how do you know that you don't do 3x plus 3?
no, because you want to have it so that you can get back to this first part.
You could get
Like,
back to the first part either
yeah,
way.
but if I distribute it, then I have to factor it, and then listen, the answer key does not have you distributing the 3. Does that make
Okay, then we don't distribute it. Got it.
Does that make you feel better?
Esperamos.
Yeah.
Why, for the log 10 3, why does the 3 only go to the numerator and not to the denominator as well?
What?
Like, after you did the log 10 x plus 1 over 2 minus x to the 5 plus the log 10 of 3, why does the 3 only multiply to the numerator and not the entire thing?
Because it's a plus. So you want to keep it in the numerator because it's not a subtraction, it's not division.
Oh, I got you. Thank you.
It's just multiplication, so it stays up there. So with that, I will end our recording.